Hello my dear students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing good. So till now we have completed last class is inverse trigonometric functions. So as I've said you earlier, just because of pandemic they have just from every chapter they have removed few topics, but still we aren't sure about it. So for time being, how they have said, will proceed in such a way which all topics they have said they have reduced it, we will not hold now. Later after completion of this I'll hold up that topics if by chance they have said they have not reduced just of this year, okay, because of the pandemic. So please don't be in that intention like everything they have removed or what, because officially yet it has not been announced, just kind of something word to word it has been passed. So whatever it is, for time being we will make use of that, and whatever is important what they have said, these topics are there. So first we will cover up all that topics, rest we will see we can do it in later part, okay. Now your next chapter is linear programming. So what is linear programming? First of all, linear, you have studied about linear inequalities, linear equalities, linear equations, yes. X plus y is equal to something, you'll get 10, 5x plus 2y is equal to 20, like this you'll get, right. So that is only linear, and how it is programmed or how it is used, we will just study about it. In this also start topic only they have removed it, they have said that is reduced, but still you should know the base. So I'll just explain it, then just definitions are the few points I'll just give you, not in detail I'll go, just a basic part, how it is, how it works, why it is used, where it is used, I'll just explain you. I don't know how many of you have textbook or no, so because of that I'm using I'm taking help of this. So how to explain is, your linear programming, what it is means, just see here one example, means like they have taken for introduction, a furniture dealer deals in only two items, that is tables and chairs, okay. He has rupees 50,000 to invest, he has to invest this, and storage space means in his room or in his what they did house, storage space is of only 60 pieces. He has 50,000 to invest, okay, and whatever he has to take two items, that is chairs, tables and chairs only, he can take only tables and chairs, and there is only 60 pieces. Now how he gonna take, that depends on him. So that is only called your linear programming, like how you're taking, how you're combining with that storage and with that amount, and you're seeing your maximum profit also, and how much minimum profit or maximum profit whatever you get. So see, he take a table cost rupees 2,500 and a chair rupees 500. He estimates that from the sale of one table he can make profit of how much, rupees 250, and that from sale of one chair a profit of rupees 75. He wants to know how many tables and chairs he should buy from the available money so as to maximize his total profit. Understood? See what it is telling in short. He has how much, 50,000 to invest, okay, he has this much he wants to invest, and storage space only 60 pieces, he can get anything, okay, he can keep at his storage and he can sell. Means you are buying, if you want to do sale or if you want to do profit, means how you do, you invest some amount, get some items, and again sell it for greater that amount which you have purchased. Same way he is doing, he can take only table and chair. So what, according to what he has done, he has taken table, okay, table of cost was 2,500 he has taken, and chair he has taken cost of 500, okay. He took from some wherever dealer, from one dealer or another he is one dealer, from another dealer he is taking 2,500 cost table and 500 cost chairs, okay, and he estimates that sale of one table he took in this amount. Now how many tables or chairs, that we will see later. Now what he is estimating when he is keeping for sale, okay, now he wants to do sale, For one chair he will keep the amount 250. Okay, and for one table it is. For one table he will keep the amount 250. What it is telling is a table cost. He estimates that the sale of one table he can make profit. ठीक है. So what he is telling now, this many of amount he has taken tables and chairs. We don't know how much tables, how much chairs, but after means he himself is calculating. Now if he is taken this, when he keeps for sale, when he is doing the sale, what he is estimating, from one table he will make profit. Okay, profit of how much? Rupees 250. And from one chair he'll make profit of how much? 75 rupees. Understood? So in this, what we have to search how many tables, how many chairs, right? First of all we have to search that, like how many chairs he has taken, how many tables he has taken, and after that per how much for how much amount he is selling it, so that he is getting 250 profit and 75 profit. This itself is called your linear programming. Okay, means you will be having kind of a linear equation only, na, x plus y, and you'll get some values of this. When x minus y you'll get, and some values you'll get. So from this we will come to know whether it is his maximum profit or it is minimum profit, whatever he is getting. So just simple, we will learn this in a graphical method. It is there to learn, so we will just learn it. No issue, no big deal. Just understand what is the basic, what is the concept linear programming. That's it. How we gonna do? So this kind of, this linear programming, it is useful in your main industries and many kind of your activities, your business. You use this all. This is business only they are doing, right? So considering the space, investment, how much amount you have, and what all you can take, and then you should calculate also when you are selling how much profit you can do. Because whatever we take, we always think of profit, right? If we have taken something and we have to sell it, okay, we have to again sell it to someone, so you make sure that you get the profit. So how much profit and all, you just calculate in your mind, right? If you give 50 rupees, at least 10 rupees you should get profit of that 50 rupees which you have bought something and you want to sell it. And while selling to some another, you will at least make sure that 5 rupees you get profit from that. So you make extra amount and you sell it to someone else. Okay, so in the same way, that itself we will see what is it is in your graphical method. So for this question only, mathematical formulation, how we do in mathematical way. So what we are taking, see in textbook only. I'm just making help of this because probably most of them doesn't have, and I can't write that all big thing. So what we'll do, let x, as I said you, we take x the number of tables, x be the number of tables, and y be the number of chairs, okay, which the dealer buys, we are taking. And here x and y should be non-negative. This you should make very important. This will be non-negative. Non-negative means it will be positive. Positive means how it will be? Greater than equal to 0. This we call as non-negative constraints. Okay, because there is nothing in your business like you get minus 5 rupees. Do you tell like this? I have got profit minus 10 rupees. No, right? I have got loss minus 2 rupees. It's not like that. It should be always in a positive. So you take as x greater than equal to 0, y greater than equal to 0 means they are non-negative. So now mathematically, what all questions they have given, we will do. He has invested maximum amount. How much he has invested? We'll take this maximum, right? It is rupees 50,000. Okay, rupees 50,000 it is. And a maximum number of items he can store. How much it was? 60, right? 60 pieces he could have stored. So how we will write? How much he has dealt? He has taken 2,500 pieces of tables, right? So 2500 into x we do, plus again chairs, how much he had taken, 500, so it will be 500 y, right? This 500 y, and these are less than equal to 50,000 only, right? It should be, because this is your investment constraint, it is okay, this is investment constraint. Like this you have to form an equation. Okay, so from here you can see this comes under your 2500 ones are 500 5s are table it goes, right? So we can simplify this. So this is 5s are, right? 500 5s is 2500, 500 ones are less than equal to, and this is 500 ones are. Okay, if you want how we solve it, this zeros we can cut off, and you get like this, just divide it each term by 500. This 0 0 5 ones are 5 ones are. Okay, because we want to make it simplify, right? We do it, right? We take common term, what it is. So you got one equation of this, that is of your investment, you got one equation, and your second equation you have to do this constraint what, storage, how much pieces it is, 60 pieces. So directly I'll take x plus y, because we don't know how many we have taken, so normally we are taking x plus y, and that is also less than equal to 60, because these are storage. This is your storage constraint, and this is your investment. See, like this we have got our equation. This only mathematical formulation, from your big question you have reduced it. Understood? And then one more point is that he has assumed, or he has made his profit, what he is telling, 250 he has done for chair, right? Sorry, table. So we take 250 x, and 75 chair he has taken, x for table, y for chair. So this we can take it as z. This is his what, maximum profit which he has thought of, or he has planned of. So this is called as objective function. Okay, this is called as objective function. So from this, with this help, okay, you have to find out his maximum or minimum profit, what it is, how he is dealing with this, with the help of your this linear inequalities or linear equalities. Okay, this linear programming, this whole term. So this we have to reduce, maximize this with the help of your mathematically using reducing these terms. Okay, where your x and your y should be non-negative. Just simple, it is like this only. So you will be giving like this problems, just find out the points and graphically you have to plot it. That's it. You have some definitions, what all it is called. So we'll write it and I'll show you. So you might have understood what the idea it is. See, here we have got conditions. This is called as constraints. Constraints, condition, it is one and the same, right? Because they have given you this much only you can do investment, and this much only storage space is there. So you take this as constraints, and this is your maximize profit. Okay, this is your maximize profit. So like this they'll give, and we just have to calculate how we have to do it. Now this conditions they have given and his maximize profit. So now how he does it depends on him, right? Like how many tables he will take and for what cost he will sell, how many chairs he'll take, like he'll take 10 pieces or 20 pieces, and then multiply with your each, then we he'll count out how much it is his profit and all. So that is what we are finding out. Okay, so there are some points. Optimization problems. See, this linear programming is also called as optimization problems also. So whatever I have said, problems which seek to minimize or maximize your profit or cost from your general class of problems, which whatever they have given, from that it is called as optimization. And linear programming, as I have explained you, to maximize, okay, the linear function. I have taken here CZ. If you don't write also it is okay, because of definition they ask here Z, what you mention it, it's nothing, right? Just in terms of that example which I showed you, I wrote it. certain conditions I said you which they have given, determined by a set of linear equalities, right? That conditions we converted into in terms of linear equalities with variables as non-negative. I have said you, right, variables here x should be non-negative, this only. Okay, so such part is called your linear programming problems. Even some more definitions is there. I'll not write it, I'll just mark you and show you, and you have to write everything. Most of them doesn't have might be textbook, or many of them you might have not issued from the library, so I'm just showing you. So you have to write this objective function, write this linear equation, you can take zx plus y, write this. Then decision variable, so write like this, variable x and y are called decision variables. Constraints, write this, what your constraints means. Here also to see the conditions are called non-negative restrictions. Okay, then your optimization problem, write this also definition. Whatever I have explained, it is that only. From here you can write all this. Problem is one that is concerned is called your objective function. This what is optimal value, till here it is objective function, here it is. Okay, linear constraint, here constraint already is there, subject to conditions that variables are non-negative. It's okay if you don't write this part, don't want. It's okay, just write this optical value and your objective function also. Here you can write, and write this definition, your constraints, your decision variables, your optimization problem. Okay, I'll show you graphically how we have to do. So now we will do graphically method. See here I'm directly doing in notes. You first write all the definitions and next you go for graphical method. Okay, so what all the equations, I mean what all the inequalities were there? One was your 5x plus y less than equal to 100. This was your one equation, yes, one equality. One more was x plus y less than equal to 60. This was where one more, and from them what they have said, your x and y should be non-negative, so we take this also. Okay, 3 and 4 you should be knowing that x and y should be non-negative, because that also will be considering. Now graphically we have to solve, means we have to take inequality of this, right? You know how to do in your number line. Yes, just consider any x or y values and we have to substitute. Now we will take 5x plus y is equal to 100. So we will find our xy values, any two values. Okay, for this equation and for this also equation, x is equal to 60. Here also xy values we'll find out. So here if I put x is equal to 0, y will be 100, too much big it will be. X is equal to 10, 50, when x is equal to 10, y is 50. Then when y is 0, when your y is 0, x 20, yeah, when your y is 0, x will be 20. You can take any points, it is left on you, right? Whenever you are doing graph, you should take any points, it is left on you. Now here also this, when x is 0, y I get 60. Then when one more point, what will take, when x is 30, y is 30. Okay, so that this small so that I get a graph here, and in your graph book and all it will be okay. So now we will draw a line, we will plot our points. Okay, so now we will plot our points. First we will take our first inequality, that it was when x is equal to 10, y is equal to 50 it is, yes. So when x is equal to 10, y is equal to 50. So just join this line. So see here, one point you have 10, 50, and another is when x is 20, y is 0. So you can join this line. Okay, leave this point, join this line. You should get a straight line. Okay, so here you're gonna get a straight line. This is one year straight line. Just mark your points if you want. This is your origin, 0, 0. Now your second plot. Second is what? This is, which is your line? You write here phi x plus y is equal to 100. Now x plus y 60. When x is 0, y is 60. When x is 0, y is 60. One line comes here, 1 point. Second is when x is 30, y is 30. So when x is 30, y is 30. So one line you get in such a way. Yes. Okay. So like this you'll get a graph. You have to just get a straight line, just your points consider and do it. This was. Now see, now our actual thing is, you have phi x plus y is equal to 100. This was less than equal to 100, right? So we'll check the inequality. How we are checking? Now if you put 0 0, you should satisfy this equation. So if I put 0 0, this equation satisfies. 0 0 means our origin part. So where is this line? This line is this. So I'll be considering this part. Okay, just I'm writing here dot dot. Okay, this region, full this region. Just we have to consider the positive. When x is 0, we are satisfying or no, we are checking. Now for this equation, if you put here also 0 0, this also satisfies. So this also lies in your origin. So you're considering again this region only. Here also it comes this region. Now your third equation was what? X is greater than or equal to, means x is positive. It should not be negative. X is positive means your x axis here, this side it will be positive side, right? It can't be here, your x axis, it will be always positive side. So this section it comes. Again it for y also positive, equation 4. Even here your y axis, it will be in this region. Yes, because it should be positive. Here this side it is negative, right? So what are they have said constraints, we are checking whether it satisfies or no. So see here this region you are getting positive for this line. Even for this line you are getting this region positive. Here this region, and here also this region. In this 4 also, common region which you are getting this, right? This you are getting as a common region. See, now we call it as a region, and such a region is called as feasible region. Okay, from all your regions, which is common, which is coming in this. If you take this part, this is including of this straight line. If you take this straight line, even this is including. If you take this x axis positive side, even this part is including. When you take your y axis positive side, even this part is increasing. So we tell this is a common region between all these 4. So this is called as your feasible region. Yes, and in your feasible region you can see there will be infinitely many solutions, feasible solutions, okay, because here many points you'll get, right? How you have to check? See, if we take x is equal to 10, if I take y is equal to 50, so I'll get the same. Yes, that points you have to get inside this. Okay, whatever, if you put points, you have to get within this region. So many points you'll get. So that is called as feasible solution. Just simple. Linear programming is this. You have to do graphically, and you have to find out which is feasible solution, which is feasible region. And here this feasible region is also bounded. You can see bounded. Why I am telling? See, here it is bound by some line here, here, here. It is given some condition type, so it is called bounded. In some graphical method there won't be bounded. Some you might find here you may get feasible region. Okay, this we call as unbounded. Why? Because there is nothing, no line is bounding it. So if you get such region, we call it as unbounded. Where we have limitations, where there is closed, this is called as bounded. Okay, only this is your linear programming graphically method, how you have to do. Understood, right? This is a feasible region. Except this all regions is called as infeasible. Only this will be a feasible, and inside this how many points you will get, that is your feasible solution. Okay, but we want now what optimal, we call it as optimal feasible solution. Okay, we want to find his maximum or minimum profit only, right? We want to see that. So how we will find out? Vertex we are gonna write, and we will check whatever we get values. Vertex is what we got origin, that is O 0, 0, and 1 is your A 20, 0, and you have got your B 10, 50, and you have got your C 0 comma 60. So here this though will be 0, a will be what, 250 into 20, you will get here 5000. Y is your 0, so this goes 0. This is 75i, right? You had that, right? It's optimization, the maximize profit. You have to maximize it, na? You have to check your maximum. Now 10 and 50, how much you'll get? 2500. So you get 6200. This will be 0, 60, 75, 4500. Okay. So in this, which is the maximum? Which is your maximum number? This is your maximum, right? This is maximum. So we get this plot. So when x is 10, y is 50, he get the profit of 625, which means tables he should take 10 tables, and chairs he should take 50. Then he'll get his maximum profit as 6250. Understood? How we have to do? Simple. What I've said you, we have done in a graphical method. Just you have to take that points, inequalities, then plot your graph, find out your feasible region. After that, finding your optimal feasible solution, how? Consider your vertex x, whatever point it is, and what maximize equation it is. Substitute your x value, y value, considering one by one vertex, and which will be the maximize, that is your answer. Okay. So understood. Now same, you have to write all this definition. See, write this feasible region, and in feasible region you have, okay, feasible solutions. You can write this points within and on the boundary of feasible region represents constants. Write this also definition. Sorry. You can write this for feasible solution. Every point of this, in place of this you write of feasible region, is called feasible solution. Okay, you can write this. In place of this you can write feasible. Okay. So if anyone doesn't have textbook, see, I'm showing you also. And infeasible solution is here. Just pause the video and note it down for everything. Even this all I have said you to write it. Whatever I had marked, this also I have marked. Do it. Okay, after writing this definitions, do your graphical method, and after doing graphical method, then you write all these definitions. Okay. Even you have optimal feasible solution. This all the constraints, since there are infinitely many points, you can write this also. In feasible region satisfies all the constraints. There are infinitely many points. Even this satisfies all the constraints as given. Just you write. Don't write 1 or 4, because for common it will be right. You can write infinite solution. Then write down this theorem. It is nothing that only what I have explained you. This theorem and this theorem. Okay. Remark: if R is unbounded, then a maximum or minimum value of objective R function may not exist. However, if it exists, it may occur to the corner point. Okay. Even take this as a remark. Okay. Write everything, all this. However, textbook is not there, I am showing you this also, whatever you have to write. Just pause the video to note it down.